Hi everybody, Laura here from Razor's Edge Hair Salon and Wig Boutique in Timmins, Ontario. I come today to show for a fun wig chat Tuesdays at noon. I'm going to start today a little bit different. I'm wearing my own little wig right now, Evan. I've got a lot of people that ask about securing their wig. They find their wig moves on them. It's always going to move a bit. Because like, look, you can see there's a little bit of room in there. It's not going to be tight because you're putting something on your head, but it should be comfortable. It shouldn't feel like it's going to go anywhere. So I've got a wig grip on. There's different kinds of wig grips. I'm just going to show you a few different ones. Like in my case, I've got a lace front. To start with, you want to be at 4 fingers above your eyebrows. Lower than that looks fake. So this is where your hairline would sit. So you want to be there. If you have a wig that you lift up off your face, you might want to blend your makeup in a little bit. That's always a good idea. And you can always pluck a few out. Use tweezers and just pluck a few out. But you wearing a little bit of makeup in the hairline to match your skin tone is amazing. Sometimes I put a little bit of root spray on this wig. To show you, you can go, I like the L'Oreal. It will stain, so if you're going to do this, start maybe with an older wig just to practice. But if you'd like to see a little bit of a, you just do just a small spray. This is a little bit on the dark side for this wig. This is a medium brown. I'd say light brown, dark blonde will work just as well. Just to say I'm going to do a little bit. Then you just do a little bit of a squirt on here. I'm just going to do a little bit of a squirt because I don't mind. And you can take your fingers and pull some a little bit. I don't want to get my fingers all dirty just before I start the live. But see how that changes it? You might have an older wig. You want to see with a little bit of a root. But before you do that, remember your blonde will probably get stained. This is 1026, I believe, not rooted from John Renault. And I added a root. And since then, even when I wash it, it stays with a little bit of a root. So expect that. And start lighter rather than darker. You can always get a root spray that'll darken a bit. Or some also will use makeup concealer and do a little bit of a root that way. Take a small brush and brush it on a little bit. And that's another way to do a root. But a root really hides some of the wefting. See, she's got a little bit of a wefting. I get so many compliments on this wig. Even I was on the holidays. This was my go-to this summer. Hi, Jenny. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining. Have a great day too, my friend. So look at how easy she is. A little bit of Permatease. You can lift her up. When I first got her, I had a little bit of dry shampoo. It helped, with the shine and also to get lift. I like dry shampoo for that. Now look at the back. Look how nice this fall. Again, this is Evan. I've had this Evan probably 6-8 months, so she's lasting really well. But I do change my wigs. So if you have a few wigs, it's nice. If you have a favorite, it'll last you longer. But I've worn this wig lots, and look at how pretty she still looks. And you see my wig grip underneath? You don't see it. I'm wearing the John Renault wig grip right now, but there are different kinds. I'm just going to show you what I do. Now, see, I've got the wig grip on. The lace matches up with the other lace. I put a few clips underneath to keep my own hair back. And now I found with this one, sometimes I don't wear a wig grip, but I find now that I'm growing my own hair out a bit. So by having this, see how I'm lifting my own little hair so it's not sticking out because Evan's not long at the back. So otherwise you might see that. And when it grows a bit more, you can do a little ponytail. Or even if it's a little bit longer, I used to do a bun when my hair was longer. And see what I do with my own hair? I just take a few clips, get it out of the way, leave a bit down on the side, because it's a pretty good match. So even if it shows up a little bit, it's still a good match with what I'm wearing. So you have this kind of wig grip, which is very thin. And there's also a few different ones I found. I don't want to show. I even found a gray one. It's a little bit thicker. And then again, you put it there, put your wig on top, and it's not going to go anywhere. Your wig. And sometimes you might even want to take one of those clips and clip the back. That's another option. Some find wig grips not enough. They go with tape or they go with glue. This is it, stays glue. It's water soluble, so you just wipe it off your wig. and it really holds it in place nice. Ah, you get, good to see you. So that's another option you might have. Or if you're a runner and a jogger and you sweat lots, this might be your go-to. There got to be glue. The yellow, there's a yellow and a black tube. The black tube's not as strong as the yellow. Put a few dabs of that on, hold your wig down about 10 seconds, press about 10 seconds, and then you know you're good to go. But with the wig grip, I've got an older video I did in the summertime. I was in Kingston. I went on the Thousand Island boat, and you see in there, it's windy and my wig didn't move. So your prepping is important to keep your wig on. And they're all adjustable, the wigs, so you can make it a little bit smaller. If it's a little bit big on you, a lot of them have the Velcro. So you take your Velcro, you can make it a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. You can really play with it, you know. And others are like the bra strap thing, so you just bring it in a bit more and it'll make it tighter, and then it'll adjust to the width of your head. So I hope that helped. Hi Linda, hi Cole, it's good to see you girls. So just a few little things. Also, this is nice if you have a wig that you like to spike up a bit. The Peace Out Cream from John Renault, very, very nice stuff. A little bit on your hands, you take it in and you can do separations. And this Simply Styling will add to the life of your wig. It's silicone wigs come with silicone spray on them, and as you wash it, it wears out. So a little spray of this once in a while, it's amazing. I ordered this in from the States. It's the real silicone, so it's really, really nice. So I hope that helped. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start showing wigs there. This next one is Brie Petite in the color Shaded Praline. Basic little cap. It's got, again, nice little root tour. So if you just came on and you have questions on how to put your wig on, etc., a good little, I explained quite a bit. So, isn't she cute? Isn't she cute? Now I'm just going to get a nylon cap. Now I don't wear a nylon cap with my own wigs. Oh my goodness. I don't wear a nylon cap with my own wigs, but for the salon I do. People come in, try on wigs, they wear a nylon cap, and it just keeps it hygienic, right? Good morning, Terry. It's good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with this nylon cap. I have some ladies that like to wear these under their wigs. I personally don't. I find that they're so tight, you know, and most wigs are breathable. So if you don't have this on, you just have a wig grip or a little bit of glue, it's going to breathe with that, whereas with this it won't. So you can, if you have longer hair, you can get the ones that are like a nylon mesh, so it's still breathing. But for trying on, that's the best thing I could figure out how to do, you know. So next one is Allure Petite. Allure comes in small and petite, average and large, a popular little wig. Such a cute little wig. See what a nice, just basic style it is, how it goes to the side, really nice. This is Moonlight color, 92, so it's quite light in the front, as you can see, and then the back goes darker. And how many women that have silver hair have the darker back? So this really imitates it well. It really imitates it well. So again, this is Allure in the color 92, basic cap, very breathable. I also have people who ask me, is it hot? I wear my wigs all summer and I'm not hot. So something to think about. Another thing I never thought of before, I always like to listen to other wig professionals on YouTube, you know, and the one mentioned that if you're in a hot country, a heat-friendly wig might be better because they do well with the heat, right? Heat-friendly wig, you need to add a little bit of heat to it once in a while, a flat iron on low, or you can curl it with a curling iron, or steam. Whereas a regular synthetic, you can steam it after you've washed it to revive it, put a little bit of steam, but never a curling iron or a hot iron because it's not tolerating the heat that well. Whereas a heat-friendly wig is made for the heat. So if you're going on holidays or in summertime and you're 80, 90 degree weather, your heat-friendly wig might do better than a regular synthetic. So just something to think about. I thought it was so interesting. I say, never really thought of that before, but it's true. So something to think about. Might get more longevity from them. But if you treat your wig well, it should last you a long time. Take good care of it. Use the proper products. Don't wash too often. You know when it's time to wash it, you know. So look at this. Isn't that cute? This is Jazz. And again, the color Moonlight is becoming one of my, one that I really like in the silvers because it's so light in the front and dark at the back. It matches a lot of my ladies' hair. It truly does. I brought in another one I want to show you. Where did I put it? I showed this one briefly last week. It just arrived. This is from Noricos. It's a smaller fitting wig. The color is Silverstone, and this is Noor. Noor is one of their new styles. It's just so cute, so fun. Isn't that color nice? That's 92, this color. It's Silverstone. Just take you out to show you the color a little bit closer. Again, goes a little darker at the back, not too dark. It's lighter in the front. It looks a little bit like the 92 from John Renault, doesn't it? Hi, Joan. Thanks for joining. So look at the back. Isn't that nice? And you can get in there, lift up a bit, and get yourself a cute little style happening. And if you like flatter, you just flatten her out. You make her your own. More bangs, less bangs. That's the nice thing about wigs. You work with it. Sometimes some people will say, well, my wig is moving when I'm putting it on right now. You can hold it on one side, work it with the other hand, and then work that side. Or put it on your mannequin head. Kind of work her like you would wear your own hair, and then put her on, and then there might just be a little bit of tweaking left to do, you know. And there are products. There's wig hairsprays, there's wig waxes. Again, like I showed earlier, the wig cream. So there are styling products. And remember, less is more. With a wig, once it's in, you don't have to reapply every time you wear your wig. You can just, once you've had the product in there, just go back in and lift. And look, this has permatease. The permatease is like backcombing. See how I'm just to say I'm touching it, I'm reinventing that style. So it's so nice. Wigs are such fun. In the morning I get ready so quick with my wigs, you know. Such a joy. Okay, next one is Sparkle in the color SS Cappuccino. A beautiful blonde, a darker blonde, a little bit longer than what Winter is. And again, see, she's got the tabs to adjust, make smaller or bigger. And she also has ear tabs on each side. I use the ear tabs to guide. So this should be even on both sides. So that's my biggest guide, the ear tabs. And sometimes when you're putting on, especially as a new wig wearer, you might have a tendency to pull it out like that. Well, it's not going to stay as nice as if it's straight or even a little bit tucked towards the head. I'll show you the difference when I put it on. So again, Sparkle from Raquel Welch. Isn't that cute? A little longer than what Winter is. Comes in a lot of nice colors. I'm just going to show you this color a little bit closer. Isn't that nice? Now, see the ear tab I was telling you about? It's even on each side. So that's how I know my wig's even. I'm at 4 fingers above the eyebrows. Look, if I bring her down, look, this yells wigs, doesn't it? Whereas you bring it up a bit more where the hairline should sit. And it looks so natural. Now, with the ear tab, I'm just going to take my glasses off so you can see. Now, see, it's tucked in towards my scalp. I can even tuck it in a little bit. Now, see how nicely it hugs. But now, look, if I pull it out, See, all of a sudden, it's not, the smoothness is not there. So you got to really watch for that, because especially new wig wearers sometimes have a tendency to pull a little bit more than they had to. And look, my glasses just slip right underneath. Shouldn't be difficult to slip underneath. If your wig's too big on you, then it might be an issue because the ear tabs are too low. Ear tabs should sit about here. If they're sitting there, the wig's too big on you. So remember that. But sometimes there is room for play. Again, look, I got a little bit of a slack in there, and that's okay. And you just pull in the tags a bit if it's a little bit too big on you. And if you wear a wig grip too, that can really make a difference. It truly can. And there's also another, do I have it here? I don't see it. But Noriko has a piece. Some people don't have much of a bone back here. So they'll put a little piece inside. It's part of it. But now you're going back to nylon cap though. It's part of the cap, and it'll just give you a little bit more of a roundness back there. Or some will even sew in a bra, so you know, like the bra stuffing, that beige or black or what. They'll even sew one of those inside. Just do a few stitches just to fill it in a bit more, because some really don't have that bump back there. So there's ways to cheat it, fun ways to cheat it, you know. So this was Sparkle, and the color was SS1222, SS Cappuccino. And here is Starly in the color Cognac from Tony of Beverly. Basic and little cap again. Little bit of lace front. And again, like I said, your lace front earlier, if you can bring your makeup in a little bit to it, it's going to blend it in nice. If you just wear the bang up and down a little, that's fine. But if you're really pulling it back, like I say, you can take your tweezers, just pluck a few off. And again, if you have an older wig, before you start on a brand new wig, practice a little bit. You can pull a few. This doesn't have I wouldn't touch that too much. But if you have a little bit of a lace part, you can even go in there and pluck a little bit. And that can make a difference. Isn't Starly pretty? Tony of Beverly, it does fit bigger. So if you have a average or average petite, Tony of Beverly wouldn't be for you. But if you're 22 and bigger, like, it's loose on me, but it's still very comfortable. So that was Starly. The color is Cognac. Take you a little bit closer. My phone keeps going to the side on me. Sorry about that, guys. It must look like I'm on an angle there. There we go. I think that's better. So that's Starly. I have Starly, and I just love my Starly. She's another one I go to. I think the Evan I started with, my own wig, and Starly, or my two, for my styles, the ones I prefer. Fast to put on in the morning, get dressed, you know, put my makeup on, and put on my wig, and out the door I go. So this next one is Flawless Waves, color 613 1001 R18 from Treasurer. Basic cap once again. She's got some warmth to her. This is not a cool tone. She's very light, but there's just a tint of warmth to her. She's definitely not platinum. But cute, isn't she? If you don't mind a little bit of warmth. Very cute, a cute little bang to her. Easy to do a little bit more of a fringe when wanted to, or if you like to wear it to the side. That's so into the side, but see the color? Just to give you an idea, you can see there's a little bit of warmth. Let me show you the back. Cute, eh? Okay, up next. I have got Jackson in the sugarcane rooted. Basic cap. If you like height, like I do, you would love this wig. She's long, but not too long. Still easy to look after, you know. Isn't she beautiful? call this Jennifer Aniston look. Isn't that how she wears her hair? Very, very pretty. And I'm still angled. There we go. Tucked in. You can tuck both sides in. If you have a little bit of matching hair, you just pull a little bit out. You make it your own, you know. So this was Jackson. In sugarcane rooted from Noriko, so a tighter fit. Next one, Noriko 2. Actually, Renee of Paris. This is Lane and iced mocha rooted. I love that color. I keep reordering this color, this wig, and this color. It's such a cute wig. Doesn't fit quite as tight as Noriko, but still a good tight fit. Not nice. Get a little bit longer than Jackson, like I said, but not too long. I like Noriko's basic caps. Again, they're wigs that just last and last and last. You also have to know when it's time to retire your wig. If you're at the point that the steam doesn't work anymore on your regular synthetics, you wash it, you steam it. You're not sure how to steam, you get a clothes steamer, take small sections, use your comb and bring it down. But if the ends stay really jagged and brittle looking, you know, sometimes you can cut it a few times, but when you're getting past that, you got to also know when it's time to retire it, because it does have a lifespan. It's synthetic. It's like your clothing. After a while, you wore it out. But if you have more than one wig, it's going to last you longer because, excuse me, because you're switching them around a little bit, right? Now, some people like similar wigs, and there's other people that love living vicariously through their wigs. That's me. Some days I'm a brunette, some days I'm a blonde, some days more of a red. I have fun, but that's not for everybody. You can, I also say if you're new at wigs, you might want to start something closer to your own natural look. And, you know, some people are going to stay like that forever, whereas others are going to, after they've done that, it's like they're comfortable with their wig, they own their wig, then they might play, you know. People play with their hair color, why not? Or play with extensions, why not play with wigs too? You know, what's the difference? It's, you know, it's what makes you feel good. And look how nice they are. These are not the wigs that our mothers had, you know. Sometimes you have hair loss and you're just not sure. Come in, try a wig, go into a hair salon, go into a hair wig boutique and try some on and see how they feel. Because I've had people come in here and thinking, oh, that's going to be so hard. You know, I've got hair loss. I don't know how I'm going to feel. And they leave and they had such a good time and actually give me a hug when they leave. So it can really be empowering, you know, really can. So look at this. Isn't that just gorgeous? I think this wig is so, so nice. So again, Lane. Sexy little wig, isn't she? Here's another one that's cute. Again in the browns. This is from Genre No. This one is called, it's called Kristen 6F27. You can see she's darker than this one. Let me just put her on to show you. Hi, Diane. Thanks for joining. So Kristen from Genre No, lace front. Again, breathable open cap, so the air comes in. You're not going to feel so confined that you can't breathe. The air is still coming in. See, at no point did I touch that lace when I put it on. I lifted from here gently to arrange over my wig grip. So with the wig grip today, the wigs are really staying in place nice. So I just placed it. Feel for the ear tabs. See, right now I'm not even with the ear tabs. So I would just lift it slightly and place. Now I know my wig is even. So that's just a little trick I've used over the years. Isn't she a cute little look? So again, this is Kristen from Genre No in 6F27. Let me just bring you to a different light. Aren't those beautiful colors that are going through this little girl? And last but not least, there's this one. This is Color Canyon Stone. This is Leone. So it's one of their newer ones. Canyon Stone is a nice silver, darker silver with some white in there, or silver, a couple different kinds of silvers anyways. Lace front, mono part. So this is one of those wigs that you could go in and pluck a little bit out. And then she's got that part, that zigzag part. The first thing I would do if this was my wig, I would pass a comb in there and get my fingers and get that zigzag out. That zigzag is just to let you know that a wig's new. So you might want to do that. And if you're going to wear it up, just go in and pluck a few. But again, if you're a wig wearer, before you do that, practice on an old wig, you know. Less is more quite often, but see the zigzag? So that's just a sign it's new, but I don't think I'd necessarily keep that zigzag in. But isn't that just a beautiful color? Easy to add a little bit of a root to her too. If a person wanted to, you know, a nice black root in there would look really nice. I'm going to show you the back. So there we go. I thank you very much for having joined me. I appreciate your time. I hope life's not too busy. This is sure is a busy time of year. But again, thank you and have a wonderful week. You take care. Okay, bye-bye.